Glad you're here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, home of the Reds since 2003. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Texas Rangers going up against the Cincinnati Reds. Well, Siggy, today we get to see one of the game's best power hitters. He's tied for the league lead in home runs.
Yeah, he's not just hitting dingers. He's crushing them, Boog. No paint scrapers for him. His bat has been a huge boost to this lineup. Question is, how will they pitch to him today?
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So almost ready to get underway. And today's starter, Nick Lodolo. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so
and ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Elly De La Cruz. Liner, and this could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs. But
to first, but it pulls him off the bag. First and second, no outs. And here's the first baseman. Caught everyone's attention yesterday after double steal. Pitching for a strike. Throw to third. Too late. Save. Double steal. Base hit. 1 run in already. Runner stops at third, and they're at the corners with nobody out.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And here is number 12. Swinging a foul out of play. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Rips that one to right. Garcia snags it. Runner tagging from third. He's in on the sac fly, and they take a 2-run lead.
Good piece of hitting right there. He's thinking off the bat, that's getting down for extra bases, but nice job of the outfielder running it down, making the catch. Still comes away with the sac fly, though. RBI.
Runner on the move. It's a pitch out.
No strikes.
Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, they did everything they could to try to prevent that steal. They throw the pitch out, but just great speed on the base paths. That's a
runner on the go again. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third. He's safe. Cut on and lifted in the air. Taveras settles under it. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags from third. He scores on the sac fly, and they lead by 3.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Spencer Steer, the next to hit for the Reds. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Taveras brings it in for the 3rd out. For him here, and back here in Cincinnati, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. Gray back to work. Base knock right field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Hard hit, left field, base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. And now the first baseman, RBI single his last time up. Lined, and that's a base hit. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right.
Now this one gets through. One runs in. Now a second crosses the plate. Throw home, not in time. The run scores. It's 6-0.
Waste no time there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
And the Rangers manager making his
Pitching for Texas.
next.
Take your base. That's ball 4.
So back to the top of the Reds lineup. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Elly De La Cruz. Line drive, caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives
Up
and
next,
sometimes
for
it
the
takes
Reds,
away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Judge rips that one. Nabs it, and there are 2 outs. So first and second
Now
with 2
batting,
outs.
number 7.
Next is the speedy first baseman. He has, as they like to say,
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
that's right. In the air, center field, Taveras sizes this one up. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. So they strand a pair. We're headed to the 5th. Welcome back as we take a look at how back here at Great American Ballpark, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Now here's the switch hitting power threat number 12. And there's a foul ball.
Well, these Reds really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
Hauls it in for the out. Next for Cincinnati.
Ball 4. Take your base. Ball 4. Take your base.
Back to the top of the lineup, and the batter will be the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. That's out to center field. Taveras makes the grab. 2 down. So first and second with 2 outs. Here comes Aaron Judge. 1 for 3. That's hard hit on the line. And that is that. Reds strand a couple. They lead it though 6-0. Back here at the ballpark,
Leading
let's
off
check
for
out the
Texas,
latest news
first
from around the
baseman,
league.
Jake Berger.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitch.
3.
Now pitching for Texas.
So out of the bullpen for the Rangers,
71.
Jacob Webb.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Knocks it down. Still able to get it there in time. He keeps his composure and they get the out. Singy, it was close. Looks like they want a second to review it and possibly challenge the call if they think he beat the throw.
Yeah, they might challenge
Ladies and
it just to
gentlemen,
kind of
the
roll the
Reds have
dice, you know,
elected to
Boog,
challenge the
and
previous
perhaps
play.
maybe they see something different as they get a look at some different angles.
Here's one more look, Singy. You think they're going to overturn it? I kind of do.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance as well. I mean, the more I look at these different angles, the more I'm becoming convinced that he actually beat the throw. So it's turning out to be a pretty good challenge.
The decision's been made, and he's safe. So they overturn the call, and they get it right by taking a chance with a challenge. Next to hit, number 12. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Over the bullpen and out of here. Home run. And they boost their lead. It's 8-1. So the streak stays alive. His 4th straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's absolutely punishing mistakes right now he can't miss. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through.
One out, base is empty. Now at the plate, Elly De La Cruz. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. He flexes his power with that swing. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they tack. Base is empty, 1 away. Now the number 2 hitter, Aaron Judge.
Armstrong.
Line drive. And makes the grab. And there's 2 down.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still manages a throw. Inning over on the ground out. Took just 2 pitches to finish the frame out of the bullpen. 1 hit in the inning, a solo homer. Through 8 full, it's the Reds 9 and the Rangers 1. This one isn't exactly close. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Tony Santillan.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Tony Santillan.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
So my dad told me that he had a bunch of Mickey Mantle rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom tossed them because, what did she know? So I made my mom keep all my baseball cards, and I really don't have any that are valuable. And that story stunk by me. Anyway. And he grounds one to the right side. Tosses to first, and Seager is set down. And now it's Jake Burger to hit. And a swing and a miss.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
Swing and a ball popped up. He's got it. 2 away down. Last chance now for the Rangers. Now it's going to be Kyle Higashioka.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office.
Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And he makes the catch. Ball game, and the Reds take this one in a blowout.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
9-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.